With Dragon Ball's genre evolution over the years, along with its many transformations and ever-strengthening characters, it's easy to forget that the show was initially focused on its namesake and ever-important wish orbs, the Dragon Balls. And as the show expanded toward more sci-fi themes, the lore surrounding the Dragon Balls expanded as well. With the release of Dragon Ball Z, we learned about the Namekians and their connections to the Wish Orbs, followed by Super, where we learn more about the origins of the race that was ultimately the crux for the entire continuation of the show, and plays a pivotal role in almost every saga in Dragon Ball's history. But why are the Namekians so important, and what makes them so powerful? What gave Orange Piccolo his massive boost, and what exactly are the Namekians' connection to the Wish Dragons? In Dragon Ball Z, the progression of power was derived from the roots of each character's race. Gohan sought to connect more with his humanity, rejecting the angry and battle-hungry side of his Saiyan nature, progressing without Super Saiyan using his new Mystic power-up. Piccolo learned of his Namekian heritage, traveling to Namek and assimilating Nail into his own power, then reconnecting with his long-lost second half, Kami, to become a Super Namekian. Vegeta remained in touch with his Saiyan pride, gaining his power through his rivalry with his fellow Saiyan Kakarot. And finally, Goku learned of his roots as a Saiyan, progressing through the Super Saiyan forms, culminating in him fully unleashing his potential as a Super Saiyan 3. With the release of Super, all of our main characters continue to chase greater power in their own way, but they're all progressing toward the same goal, divine power. Ultra Instinct sees Goku follow in the footsteps of the angels Whis and Maris, learning to harness his instincts as only the highest level deities can. Meanwhile, Vegeta contrasts this with his own path, following Beerus and the ways of the Destroyers, learning the power of destruction and finally letting go of his past emotional struggles to achieve Ultra Ego. Gohan Beast evolves from his mystic form, a boost given to him by the Elder Kai's ritual that grows past the level of the gods, and finally, Orange Piccolo. Orange Piccolo's power stems from Piccolo's wish to Shenron, a dragon god created by a Namekian. We know that Piccolo's newfound power has roots in the Namekian race because of the Ajisa tree that appears on his back during the transformation, trees that are native to planet Namek and a large focus of their culture as we saw during the actual Namek saga.
The Elder says that a long time ago, planet Namek was covered with thick, beautiful groves of Ajisa trees. They were everywhere.
Piccolo grows even stronger than Goku and Vegeta in their true Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego forms respectively, which is a massive godlike jump in power. While it's nice to see Piccolo finally catch back up, one of the main rules of Shenron and the Dragon God's powers are that they can't grant wishes that are outside their own limits, turning down many during the course of the show due to characters being more powerful than they are. So the question is, how is Shenron able to boost Piccolo's power so much when he's only as powerful as his creator, Dende?
Shenron, Shanala, Forfunga Goli, Shamini Mantala.
The origins of Namekian power lie with the dragon god Zalama, creator of the original Dragon Balls, the Super Dragon Balls. We don't know much about Zalama, but we do know that he was able to infuse the Super Dragon Balls with powers that surpass even Omni King Zeno. These original wish orbs can grant any wish with no limitations whatsoever, even wishes that supersede actions made by Zeno, as we see when they return all of the universes erased by him after the Tournament of Power, or even wishes that could make someone more powerful than Zeno himself. All this could mean that Zalama surpasses even the Omni King, given that, as we've learned from the other Dragon Balls, their dragon's power matches the power of their creator, which would make Zalama all-powerful. Though Zeno can erase anything in an instant, we know he's not all-powerful as he doesn't seem to have any fighting power of his own, and he isn't omniscient as we see by Goku needing to summon him to Universe 10 to erase Zamasu.
Ew, what's this? There's nothing here, you see, that's very bad. Did you do this?
Zalama also seems to exist outside of the 12 universes, like the Angels and Grand Zeno, but there are hints that Zalama may also be a Namekian, or that the Namekians are direct descendants of him. Originally, we thought the Namekians were from planet Namek, but during recent arcs, we've learned that the Namekians traveled to Universe 7 and 6 from a completely different realm entirely, a realm possibly outside the 12 universes. Namekians reproduce asexually, and like the Elder Guru laid over 100 eggs carrying Namekians, it seems like Zalama may have done the same. Remember, wherever there are Dragon Balls, there are always Namekians, and vice versa. Namekians were also some of the first to come in contact with the Super Dragon Balls, as we know they shaved off pieces of their own to create the Dragon Balls we know today. It would make sense that the Namekians lived with the Super Dragon Balls in another realm, and they were sent with them by Zalama to Universes 6 and 7. When the Dragon Ball's creator is killed, the Dragon Balls turn to stone, but upon the creator being revived or a new Namekian refreshing their power, the same dragon returns when called upon. Despite Kami's passing and Dende recreating the Earth's Dragon Balls, Shenron returns with the same personality and memories. The same goes for Porunga and the Namekian Dragon Balls. Through this, we can gather that the Dragon Balls seem to summon their wish-granting dragons from somewhere else. The only way these things all add up is if the Dragon Gods exist somewhere outside of the universe and are summoned to the Dragon Ball's respective planet when gathered. This connection with the Namekians and the Dragon Gods makes a lot of sense if they both existed outside of the multiverse at one point. So, with power stemming back in origin from an all-powerful god and being created based off of orbs taken from the Super Dragon Balls, Shenron's extra gift to Piccolo is likely in some way a blessing of the Dragon God Zalama. A blessing only able to be given to members of the Namekian race because they already share ancestry with Zalama and the Divine. Another large part of Piccolo's power boost in Superhero stems from his original wish to have his potential unleashed, like the Elder Guru of Planet Namek was able to do to Gohan and Krillin. Potential unlocks are a recurring theme stemming back to the original Dragon Ball, but always sharing a common thread: the Divine. The first potential unlock we see in Dragon Ball is the Ultra Divine Water that Goku drinks, bearing the mark of Kami, the Namekian Guardian of Earth. Earth's Guardian has seemingly always been a Namekian and has direct connections to divine energy. On top of Kami literally being named God, the Guardians seem to be able to interact with Otherworld, as well as sense divine energy, as we see when Dende is frightened by Beerus, realizing who he is before everyone else.
I know what he is!
And by Piccolo, having recently fused with Kami, being frightened by the Supreme Kai upon their first meeting. And if that didn't give it away, the water is literally named Divine Water. The next potential unlock we witness is during the Namek Saga, where Krillin and Gohan receive an unlock from the Namekian Elder Guru, increasing their power substantially. And finally, we see the Elder Kai and his potential unlock for Gohan, drawing out Gohan's mystic form and eventually taking him to his new beast form in Superhero. Along with Shenron's unlock for Piccolo, it seems like a potential unlock can only be performed by a divine source. All of the ones we've seen stem directly from divine sources except the Elder Guru. The only way this fits into the trend is if the Elder Guru, due to being a Namekian, has some connection to the gods, like being a direct descendant of Zalama. Knowing that Piccolo and the other Namekians are descendants of an all-powerful god, it makes sense why this blessing given from Shenron would increase Piccolo's power so drastically, putting him on par with or above Goku and Vegeta at the same time. While saying that Piccolo just wished to be stronger is technically true, it's pretty short-sighted and really downplays all the world building and connections that can be made. The Namekians have always been an important part of Dragon Ball, and we're only now beginning to understand the depths of their secrets.